T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Give me that hell yeah. Whoa, man. Break down. Real glass.
Rushing the
Go cry
abdomen.
me a river.
Hogan, not only are you a hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you're a liar too. In fact, I remember a time where we stood in front of the man that does nothing but lie, Brother Love, and you told some of the biggest lies that I've ever heard of in my whole life.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. I got something deep inside of me. Courage is the thing that keeps us free. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real
Welcome, everyone, to Madness Hour. We got a Hulkamania party going on.
crashing down and it hurts inside. You gotta take a stand, it don't have to hide. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother?
Fight for your life.
How you doing, Jeremy?
I am hanging in there. How about you?
Hanging in there, too.
It is very surreal, to be honest with you.
Yes.
That
You know, on my trip back from Texas, I went to Buc-ee's, and this shirt was there. I'm like, I gotta get it. There was no other pro wrestler shirt there besides the WWE logo. And they didn't have large. They only had a medium. And I'm like, I gotta get this. So, I think I made a wise purchase.
I think so. Kind of fitting that, like, what, a week later?
Yeah, dude, this is... I don't know what to say, man. There's Real American Freestyle that is his endorsed wrestling company that's supposed to be starting up in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And, he was supposed to be there, so now we have a whole week of tribute shows. I know TNA did one last night, and tonight's SmackDown. So
They did do that. I watched it before the show.
awesome.
Triple H did a really good job. He did a good job.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It,
there's Raw that's going to be on Monday. But yeah.
I'm sure they'll do something there, too. I mean, this is different. Hulk is, you know, anybody who knows the name automatically knows what he did. You know, besides movies, besides shows, I mean, everyone knows, you know, professional wrestling. I mean, it's yellow, red. You know the name. Even if you didn't watch it. But it's odd to me, having seen the last day or so with the tributes and the way that the media is covering it than, when other wrestlers passed away, that were, I don't want to say equally famous because, Hulk is in a whole category by himself, but didn't get any acknowledgement. I mean, the only one that I can think of who really got anything as far as, media coverage of death was Owen Hart and obviously Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Other than
Well,
that, yeah, I don't even think Randy Savage got him. He got a blur maybe, and it was done.
Hulk Hogan was the most prolific pro wrestler ever. And I don't know if there's going to be another one that matches him, honestly.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Cultural significance, recognition, people on the street that don't even watch pro wrestling, they know who he is.
Yep.
I mean, that's quite an accomplishment to get that recognized in the culture, basically. And
Well, he was everywhere.
what's that?
He was everywhere. He was doing commercials. He was doing TV shows. He was doing movies. I mean, and then that's besides the wrestling. And then he's doing the talk shows, the late night talk shows in the 80s. I mean, it's like, when's the last time you saw a professional wrestler that was like that?
I don't.
You could.
It's hard to say because, like,
He
did Rocky 3, right?
Yeah, way back, yeah.
And Piper has the better movies of the better movie, They Live, but that's besides the point. Like, Hogan went on to do many more movies, even though they were B-list. And, Mr. Nanny was something I watched a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit that.
Suburban Commando.
Yeah, Suburban Commando. Oh, man.
And The Undertaker is in there. He has a cameo. But, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, his movies are more like A-list. I mean, obviously, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, his movies have been, significant. But, I mean, Hulk is really the trailblazer. He set, like The Rock to have those movies. I mean, Stone Cold was in the movie. A lot of these guys have been in cameo aspect movies. I mean, go back to the Longest Yard with Adam Sandler like 20 years ago. Kevin Nash is in there, so it's like,
yeah,
Hulk's the one who opened the door for these guys. It created its own culture and then subculture. And then, you take he's in the ring, which made wrestling more at home. Really brought it to the home front because, I mean, prior to Hogan, I mean, go back and look, 60s, 70s, okay, it's very regional, it's very down to earth. Hogan made it national, then world. He's the one who did that. So, I mean, again, where we are wrestling wise today, it's him. And you got to give Vince McMahon credit also. So it wasn't just one guy. Hulk was the icon for what happened.
Yeah, Vince McMahon was the visionary for all of it. He was the guy running the show at the time.
Yeah.
So
we put those two together, and we were blessed to get what we did. And, seeing a lot of what people were talking about, it was really, for me, it was hard because at 44, I mean, Hulk was my childhood wrestler. That's, you turn it on when you're 8 years old, and there's Hulk with the belt, and, say your prayers, take your vitamins, hulking up, flexing, pythons, ripping shirts. It's like, man, that's cool. That was cool. And then his promos, kind of over the top by today's standards, but it really spoke to you as a fan. Like, that's what wrestling was back in the, late 80s and early 90s. And, think of the guys that he helped create. I mean, his matches were, well, we're gonna save the surprise for later, but we got, Macho Man. I mean, Warrior's best match, in my opinion, was the Hulk Hogan match at WrestleMania 6. Outside of his work with Randy, Warrior never really had a great match. There's countless other guys that were in the ring with Hulk at that time that it really worked out. I mean, it really put them on the main front. Go back and look at, Earthquake was demolishing people, but, they put him with Hulk right when he got in. That built him up. I mean, so it's a huge void for me today. It's just really weird. And I know I mentioned I was going to say this on the show, but I was doing some kind of thoughts on it yesterday, and I realized that every world champion the WWF had from 1984 till 1991, they are all passed on now.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's only 4 guys: Hulk, Andre, Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior.
Something else that Hogan did that I don't think was ever done prior to him doing this was turning heel and starting the NWO. When you have that career trajectory and it's near the end, and it pretty much was for him at the time, it skyrocketed him and the pro wrestling business like no other. That was back in, what, 97?
96 was when he
96.
did it. And which is interesting because a lot of what was said about Hogan was stale by 96. I'll be honest. I was watching. I was stale with him. I mean, it's like, okay, the gimmick is old. You've been doing this for years. I mean, so it was kind of like you were entering kind of a new era was calling, Hulk saw that, and he jumped on that train and changed his image and changed, who he was. He didn't stay as, the good guy in yellow and red and take your vitamins, say your prayers, and all that. He's like, all right, I got to change when the industry changes. And he did. And to me, there's no way they're ever going to do that again. That heel turn at Bash at the Beach 96 was, they'll never be able to replicate it again. I don't care. When he walked out, I remember watching. I watched it live. We were at my buddy's house. I remember it to this day. And Hogan came out. We were all like, because we were all WWF guys. So it's like, we got Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. And we're like, yeah, beat up WCW. Even though we all watched WCW. It was wrestling. And Hulk comes out. It's like, no, the luster's out here. Oh, no. What the hell? And, man, when he turned, it was like, man, Hogan's cool. It's like, just like, wow, he's cool. What's going on here? And, and Hollywood Hogan was born.
Yeah, a lot of my, first memories of pro wrestling are kind of fuzzy, but the ones that stick out the most is the start of the NWO. And that coolness factor. He's just... That was him. And you had Scott Hall oozing machismo. It was just a perfect trio with Nash in there, too.
Yeah.
And I had started watching it regularly after that. So I was flipping the channels between Nitro and Raw for a time.
Everyone was did.
Yeah, it was something else. It was so cool being able to have that excitement to be like, okay, we're watching this. Okay, let's see what the other one's doing. And then the climax of all that for me was The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. And I went into that thinking, as a Rock fan, I'd be cheering for The Rock. But that crowd got behind Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and I'm like, oh man, it's over. It's over. This is Hulk's match.
Yeah.
And I only wish that I could have been in that arena for that match to feel the energy from the fans. Because it's something. You go to current wrestling today, it's there. But, to feel the height of that tension of The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan, that's something I'd jump in the time machine for.
Oh, that was amazing. Even the next night on Raw, when he comes out, the crowd was still amped up for him. And he couldn't even, I think it was a 20-minute long cheering thing where he couldn't even get his promo in. It was just they would not stop. And because of that, Vince had to turn him face. That wasn't part of the plan. It was just I can't ignore this, and so Vince jumped on switching him back.
And I give Vince credit too for how he brought the NWO into the it was WWF at the time. Like after the invasion angle happened, when it was here in Chicago in Rosemont at the Allstate Arena, and they had the semi truck that was yeah he was there, and like, oh man, I can't even describe it. But watching that live was awesome because I did watch that live.
That was cool. Yeah,
Like on TV. Like I could have been over there, but like I didn't know any better at the time. I didn't know how to get tickets and all that. But
it was a good time, man. I mean, I can tell you, it was from '96 until about 2002. Man, wrestling was the it factor, man. There culturally, I mean, it was everywhere. I've said it before. I mean, when I was in high school, late '90s, right? I'm showing my age now. Damn it. I mean, a few years before that, man, wrestling was taboo. If you were a wrestling fan, you're like kind of that nerdy kid, or kind of like I gotta watch this wrestling. By the time like '98 hits, man, everybody's watching it. Even the girls are dressed in Stone Cold and rock shirts, and it's like, if you weren't watching it, you weren't cool. It's like I always say, it was the Johnny Come Latelys. It's like, oh, so now you want to watch this stuff?
yeah, I'd also be like that with people. I'd be like, oh, yeah, well, you weren't there for this.
Yeah.
You weren't watching when all this was going on.
It was. They can't do it again. I mean, I hate to say it. It might be more ratings now, but I think it touches more households now than it did before. The buy rates and everything, like, it's just, yeah, you can say on paper it looks good, but it doesn't have the it factor, and I can't describe it from what it was.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Some things don't need to be replicated. It's okay. You missed it. I didn't. I tried my best, $1 million man. But yeah,
it's definitely something that like the current generation watching that's getting into it now. It's hard to describe and put them into our shoes during all that while that was going on, because it was also the internet was just starting out, so not too much was happening on there. You watched stuff that was on TV, or you spent time with people, and then you talked about this. You talked about the pro wrestling.
every Tuesday or Monday after a pay-per-view in high school, that's what y'all talked about.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can't believe so and so heel turn. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. That was your Monday after a pay-per-view, and then Tuesday was, man, did you watch Raw last night? Did you watch Nitro last night? I mean, it was like, yeah, and then that's your Tuesday at school. So, I miss those days. I really do. I mean, you don't think about it, and then 25 years goes by, and you're like, man, it was pretty good time. And the wrestling was cool, and everyone was talking about it. And now if I talk wrestling, it's mostly just with you, Steve. Nobody else watches it anymore. I don't watch as much as I did. I mean, life's a little different now, so.
It is, but I'm glad that we get to do this and reminisce and all that. And plus, I watch the current product for AEW, and they're doing so great right now. So I'm rooting for them to keep pushing through. But so I had some screenshots, but you know what? People can go find it on their own. Vince McMahon sent out a tweet. Ric Flair sent out a tweet. He did an interview with TMZ, like a 9-minute interview. Stevie Richards did a video on, it's about an hour long. I didn't even get 20 minutes into it. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, also did a video. I haven't watched that yet. But I feel I'm going to be watching quite a bit of all of this reminiscing on Hulk Hogan over the next several weeks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just thankful that I got to meet Ric Flair a few weeks ago. I got to see him multiple times during Starcast. Walking through the hall in the hotel, like he gets to the main lobby, people are woo, and he's loving it. He's like doing the walk and everything. So like he's still just soaking it up. This is keeping him going. Ric Flair still be walking among us is a blessing. I don't
Yeah.
care what people say about him. And the same thing with Hulk Hogan. You cannot deny these people's star power and the influence that they've had on culture. Every time someone does a chest slap in pro wrestling, arena goes, woo! That's going to live on.
Yep.
And there's also moments like, I think it was All In 2022, CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. They did a little tribute to Hogan in the ring. Where
He's done
Punk,
CM Punk.
he went and hulked up in the ring, did the U, and Samoa Joe did like the scared Hogan thing, like, oh no. So it was like they were mirroring Hulk in that moment, and it was on AEW's WrestleMania stage, All In. And it was just a great moment. But like all these callbacks to these other wrestlers, I appreciate seeing in the new stuff.
That's why I like, CM Punk. I mean, when he's done the Randy Savage elbow drop, he's done, the hands up, two
Yes.
together, and he does that slow pause, and then he just leaps off. And like Randy, he's wore pink and black attire as a tribute to Bret Hart, and the Hart family. And it's like, yeah, at least a lot of these guys will nod off to the previous, generation. So I think it's a nice touch, and I like to see what they do going forward. Is unfortunately, as time marches on, we're going to lose more of these guys. And
Yeah.
see what
That's why
happens.
I'm thankful for everyone that's still with us and that we're still able to get stories from these guys and gals. Because, I mean, a lot of them are getting up in age. Plus, we've lost quite a few pro wrestlers from suicide and overdoses and
Yeah.
steroid issues. Like, the stuff just
Here's
catches up with them.
it's a blessing that Hulk made it to 71, when considering that most of his peers of that era were gone easily before 60. Even 55, if you really want to cut the line. I mean, for me, that's 11 years down the road. These guys are dropping like flies.
Yeah, and he
It's like,
still looked great up until the last videos that he did for like interviews. He still looked really healthy. And
Yeah.
I want to say that surgery, the neck surgery he had performed, like, I don't think he should have even done it. I wish he would have talked to DDP. But it is what it is. I think maybe the hospital had something to do with it because he looked fine. But appearances can be deceiving. I know he had a lot of issues with his back, and I know there were other photos that came out over the past few years where he was walking with a pretty big cane, and but he was doing stuff. He was in the gym. He was staying active, and I
well,
look at people's eyes, and he looked like he was all still with it, like brain function and everything. He was still doing good.
well, prior to coming on the show, there was something I was reading. So he had a surgery on his neck. There must have been complications. But they said in the last few days, so he went to Tampa General, and they did some stuff, and they said, well, there's nothing they can do for him. He had retinal was failing, COPD complications. He had something else that was going on, and they basically were like, there's nothing they can do, so they sent him home. Set up a hospital for him at home, and then he was incubated. They said at home. So a lot of stuff and the rumors that were coming out the last few days. I mean, I guess there was truth to it. He was just essentially on his way out, and that's was being reported as of like an hour ago, 2 hours ago when I was looking at it. So,
Yeah.
but I think, yeah, go.
Well, I heard Jimmy Hart was telling Ric Flair that Hogan was okay. And that was like the day before, so like 2 days ago. And I wish they would have been a little more upfront and honest with Rick, because I've said this like 10 years ago. Rick's lost so many of his coworkers that he spent his entire career with, and he's watching everybody pass away, and it's hurting him. But at the same time, you see that he still sees these people like family.
Yeah.
And he said he was in contact with Hogan pretty regularly. So it's always tough losing people close to you. And I mean, both of us have gone through that. We're all going to be going through that. But it's tough to see that with Rick, because he's dealing with his own. He has like a skin cancer thing that he's getting worked on, or it's on this side actually. It looked okay when he was at Starcast. It was the morning of July 12th. I was one of like 30 people in the Q&A at Starcast watching him. I got to sit front row with my uncle, and I recorded the whole thing on my camera. So I had my Sony A7 III and I was filming. My uncle said Rick kept looking at the back cameras and then over to me, to my camera. And my uncle said, like, oh, he probably thought you were part of the crew, or like, who's this guy filming?
That's awesome.
And he was sharing stories of like on the road, stuff with Piper, and talked about his daughter in WWE. He got a little emotional with that. He praised Sasha Banks, who's Mercedes Moné now. And I think a lot of that's because Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair went through NXT together to go up to the main roster for WWE. And apparently they worked really good together. And I mean, I don't agree what Mercedes is doing with her whole gimmick right now, being an egomaniac, but we also are talking about Hulk Hogan, who's also an egomaniac. So at least she does a good job making me dislike her. I'll say that much. She's so full of herself. But I can also see how Rick tends to like her, and how she's running her gimmick right now as Mercedes Moné. But crazy. I didn't think I'd talk about her today.
No.
But yeah, it's still on the shelves. Hulkamania runs wild. You go to Target, there's these figures that Mattel continuously puts out. There was a NWO 3-pack at Walmart, which I'm sure that's going to clear out soon.
I better get over it.
Yeah, try to see if you can pick one up while it's still there. It's $70 though. It's like, that's what kept me away from it. For a 3-pack. Like, at least you make it like 40 or 50. Like, the 70's too much. Mattel can get by without charging that much for it.
I'll just give myself a whole figure, stick it in my office here.
That's what I'm going to do. And I also have my Razor Ramon
here. Yeah, Razor Ramon.
He's always on my desk here, so.
Here's another one. Rest in peace, Scott. He was a good in-ring performer too, man. But
absolute unit of a dude.
I think we could have something fun scheduled for the second half here, don't we?
We do, yes.
Yeah, we got something good tonight. No,
I want more commitment from you. Do it again.
What's that?
I want more commitment from you. I want you to say that one more time.
Okay, I'll try my best. Yeah, we got something special tonight for all you Hulkamaniacs and Mega Power X, and maybe we'll get to see Liz on here tonight. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! All right. So what we have scheduled here is, first of all, this is a demonetized stream. I'm not making any money off of this. This is all to be in memory of Hulk Hogan. But we have WrestleMania 5. We have Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man that we're going to watch in its entirety now. And, yeah, let me pull that up and we'll get it going. I got to make it a
This
full
would be
screen.
much more fitting than just talking about yesterday's events. We wanted to have some fun with this one, so we figured this, between the two, this is a classic.
Yes. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to make us a little bit smaller. Because, you know,
Hopefully we can
Hogan
do
and
Jesse
Macho Man are
Ventura.
so big here.
I can't wait to hear Jesse Ventura.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's good. It is good.
All right. By the way,
Yeah.
I don't know how the audio was at the beginning of this show, but if there's an issue with doubling, I'll fix it with the re-upload. So I just wanted us to get on here live and do a Madness Hour episode so that we can get our thoughts down on here while this is all fresh. But in honor of the Hulkster and the Macho-verse with Macho Man Randy Savage.
And Liz, if you want to throw her in now, too.
And Liz. We are going to watch on the WWE YouTube channel. We're going to watch this match here. And give me 1 more second here, because I got to make sure that the audio's okay for it. And then we will get rolling. You know what? It's going to be on desktop, so I think we're going to be good. Okay. Here we go.
That's the music of the champion, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
This is the most exciting moment in sports right here, Gorilla.
This is what we've all been waiting for. The
You get
Mega
audio?
Powers will explode here at WrestleMania 5.
Gentlemen, this is the main event for the
And there's the
World
champion.
Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship.
They had all those people around them. It's a good
Yeah,
look.
it's a Trump Plaza, man.
Sarasota, Florida.
You gotta walk down with the stick.
Miss Elizabeth just saying that she would be there to help both
Look at his
men.
outfit. Randy's outfit. I mean, even the stuff he had later in school, but I mean, even this early stuff is still up there. Look at that.
There he is, Gorilla, the champion. And what a champion he's been this past year, winning the title.
Can you say that again?
It's his outfits. Randy's, even his early outfits, like at this time, I mean, his later stuff is still cool, but I mean, even his early stuff, look at madness. Right in the back. Well, he's got the glasses going. You got the headband? Yeah, he's got the headband going. Look at him. Jesse Ventura is loving him up.
Yeah, the luster. Not the Hulkster, the luster.
WrestleMania 4 and 5 is this Trump Plaza, back to back here.
Good for me.
All right.
There he is, the World Wrestling Federation champion.
The first lady
I see Jesse coming up here when Hulk comes out.
Miss Elizabeth gets her own entrance.
He
Wow.
actually does.
Miss
Yeah.
Elizabeth about to make her entrance.
It's been quite a while since I watched this. So it's good.
Yeah. What a gold digger.
I'll
she
lie.
is,
I'm not gonna lie, but I
Gorilla.
watched it.
I mean, she's going to sit in the neutral corner, and I know exactly what she's going to do. She's going to go with whoever wins. You talk about Heenan in a no-win situation, or an all-win situation, right here.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I mean, if Macho retains the title, she'll, I suppose, waltz off with Randy. If the Hulkster wins it, she'll take off with him.
Sounds pretty smart to me.
Trump Plaza.
Rather clever to me.
Yeah,
Good.
so you won't use
He's
TBS.
there too. I think he's, if I remember correctly, he is
Position
ringside
she's been
for all
put
this.
in,
He was there?
Yeah, that was his casino hotel. So he was actually at both 4 and WrestleMania 4 and 5. And he is ringside. They actually do interview. You watch the whole time. I know there could be some people who are upset about it, but it is what it is.
To me, the most talented wrestler in the world, right there.
If you hold the World Wrestling Federation championship belt, you
Yeah.
obviously are the most talented. A real American is being played right now.
Here we go, Jesse.
Uncharacteristic. I don't
Lost
understand why the
Hogan.
champ hit the ring
Here
first.
is the challenger.
Don't the challenger usually go first?
That is usually the procedure, yes.
303 pounds.
303!
Hogan.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen to this place explode here.
He said he was too. He really did say he was up there. You know.
To greet that man.
Good.
In my book, the greatest professional athlete in the world today.
Lust Hogan.
Hulk is his name.
Lust.
Lost Hogan.
Jealous.
You're darn right. Because this guy is so underhanded.
Oh, Luster.
He wouldn't come to Macho
No, Hulk.
face
Yeah,
to face.
Luster.
He wouldn't say, Macho,
Yeah, he's
I want a
great.
shot at the title. No. He has to go after Macho.
You know, the
Amazing.
backstory between Jesse and Hulk that a few years prior to this, Jesse he wanted to form a wrestlers union against Vince so that they can get like insurance and stuff taken care of him. And Hulk ran Vince. He told on Jesse.
I'm not a Johnny come lately on the block.
You're entitled to your own opinion, Jess.
Yeah, they wanted a wrestlers union and he shot it down.
What a matchup this is going to be.
Because Hulk went and ratted him out essentially.
WrestleMania 5. The champion against the challenger and the former champion. Who's got the support? It's obvious. The support is with the Hulkster.
What else the weird?
What the World Premiere event was meant for.
Absolutely.
This is the main event. It don't get no bigger.
Yeah, Macho was looking great here. You know, someone that reminds me of him today is Juice Robinson. He's in AEW, but he's out of Joliet, you know?
Joe made it to the top.
Really?
He said he
But he looks just like him, same build. And he just shaved his face for the July, the All In Texas show. He made his return.
the biggest wrestling tournament in history. And then this guy lays in the weeds and thinks up this devious plan. Distract
I laid in the weeds.
Get his
Trying to go after Macho's woman. That's right, Gorilla Monsoon is opposite Jesse on the commentary team.
You don't question this guy's intestinal fortitude one bit.
I did not question his intestinal fortitude.
Now,
Looking for the angle.
Monsoon and Bobby Brain Jr. were great together. Amazing.
Hulkster, cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, Royal Rumble 92 is really good with those two going at it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I recently rewatched that when it got posted on the Vault channel.
Yeah. To me, that's still the best Royal Rumble. They had a title at the end of it. And
Yes.
Flair wins.
He's got Macho outweighed, but we'll see what happens when the aerial tactics come in. Hey, one push down don't win you the title.
Absolutely not.
Soaking up the crowd. It was kind of interesting, Brain. Even when he was a face, he could come off sort of like a heel. The way his antics were in the ring, that aggressive style that he had.
See the champs trying
He never really changed his in-ring, even if he was heel.
Down by the Hulk and nails him with a shoulder block. And Savage slips right out underneath that bottom rope.
the champ's using his head.
Certainly is. He needed that break.
The champ's wrestling smart right now. As old Yogi says, Gorilla, it ain't over till it's
He's a
over.
Randy. He's like Randy's got his arms out, kind of look all big.
Point system in the pros.
Come on, every guy's done that. I do that at work sometimes when I'm walking down the hill.
He's really cut here though.
She ought to be in his corner doing
Because,
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
I'm used to his WCW days, but, like, he's in his prime, I say, right here.
Well, remember, he bulked up last year in WCW. He was, I still think he was juicing at that point, but
Yeah, he probably was.
because you can see the difference between here and about 10 years from here. Big
There's,
change.
like, veins bulging out of his neck and his biceps.
Yeah, well, they're like Scott Steiner over there.
Yeah.
He popped a palm that guy, same thing.
He's fat!
Oh, yeah. Crazy. I know Samoans, they're crazy. He's going to eat me.
Howard Finkel.
He's still the best in-ring announcer. It's every time and you, which we'll spread the details shortly, but this is going to be good. Still gets me every time, man. Hey, Earl Hebner, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still around. I think he's retired now, but that's the sad part. Everybody in that ring, he's the only one alive.
Yeah. And you know, I'm happy Lex Luger found Christ.
Yeah.
He was very egotistical too. He talks about that.
Yeah.
But he realizes what he did was wrong with Miss Elizabeth, so I forgive him.
Yeah.
In my eyes, he's repented, so.
Yeah, and I don't think he, wasn't intentional. But she had her own. I mean, she's responsible for her own actions, but
Yeah, the pharmaceuticals is just like she overdosed. They were sharing pills and stuff, so.
That was all done back then, man. It's just booze, drugs, hard drugs. That was every night for these guys. Yeah, stories, Roddy Piper's in his hotel room, he's got a mountain of cocaine on the table, and this guy's go in, take a hit, and then leave. I mean, just all of them. All the boys. That's how it was. Bathtub full of beer, ice. That was the stories. We got a knee on his throat. Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Do you see the smart move by Macho? Referee looped around to the other side. Macho up into the hair, gets it back to his advantage. That's skill wrestling, Gorilla. That's cheating, my book. It's skill. Elizabeth obviously very concerned. It ain't cheating, Gorilla, unless you get caught. Unless you get caught, yeah, I understand. Those are your rules.
Exactly.
That's the American way, the American rules.
Macho Man Randy Savage maintaining control here with his nice armbar on the challenger.
You know, I'm glad they're not blurring out the WWF logo anymore.
I am too. It's good to see it again. I mean, it's historical knowledge. It's the way it was. I miss it.
Yeah, I do too.
I spent more time watching this old stuff, honestly, than I do like a lot of the newer stuff. Like in the last 20 years. It's just.
Yeah, and you know, that's okay. Like, all of this is great stuff, and I revisit a lot too.
Were you? You weren't even born for this one, were you?
What year is it?
89. No.
I was, what if this was in April? I was 3 months old.
Oh, 3 months, yeah, okay, all right. You loved it there, nice. Yeah, this is 89, so I'm 8 in this.
I may have heard it being played in another room, but
Okay. Yeah, I remember these, man.
I'd say my uncles were watching this live.
Remember, there was no Raw, so Saturday night's main event was like Raw. Because it was the only thing that was like relatively live, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it was cool.
Put his head down. Wasn't thinking. Cardinal mistake made by the
Damn, short arm clothesline.
You can hear there's macho madness going on out there.
Take a look, Jess. Your eyes are better than mine. Is the Hulkster bleeding from the eye?
I don't know. We got to get a camera shot. I believe he is. Yes.
See right in his eyes.
Left eye, blood pouring into that left eye.
And that could be a big disadvantage, Gorilla.
He's inserted in the gorilla.
Positively, it is the eye, Gorilla.
No question.
And it's above the eye, which is a worse spot than below the eye.
Blood's going to be flowing right down into that left eye and impairing his vision.
I think the legend's gonna fall, Gorilla. The Hulkamania legend definitely in trouble.
What a battle this is.
You know that, Gorilla? You know what? If Macho successfully defends the title, finally, we will have two champions I like.
Oh, man.
Finally.
I knew you were going to say that. Referring to Ravishing Rick and the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Exactly. Those are champions kids can be proud of.
Well, actually, one of 2 champions I like.
Oh, there's Trump on the left. You see that? Front row.
Oh yeah, I told you he was ringside. Yeah, he really was friends with Hulk too. They really were. Did you see that they went and he was doing something at the White House yesterday? He was talking to the press and somebody had asked him when
Look
it
at
came in
that.
that Hulk guy was,
I wonder if that's one of his sons sitting next to him.
Yeah, I think so. I think when if you watch the event earlier, they interview him. They're all right there. You get a better eye. Yeah, so I was saying that they actually, somebody in the press corps actually asked Trump yesterday, like, hey, did you hear that Hulk guy stopped? Like, I think that was the first time that he had heard that Hulk guy.
Oh, man.
He was talking to the press, and he just kind of put his head down and stopped. And he did a real good sort. You know, he was a friend of mine, and sorry to hear.
I'll have to find that and watch it.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm the only announcer that does.
Tide has changed hands several times already in this one.
Oh, look at this. Jump Hogan hanging on.
Macho's arms up. Yeah.
Please, I can't take no more of this punishment. There, Macho, go after the eye. Macho smart going after that eye. Referee better,
Now, look at that.
referee better step in and stop it.
He's bleeding profusely there. At least take a
Mm-hmm.
look at it, ref.
Positively.
Handful of hair.
Macho will take the win anyway.
You betcha. Any way he can get it.
Yeah, but so will Hogan.
No. Hogan only wants it 2 ways, Jess. Either a 1, 2, 3 count or submission. Anything else, he wins the match but doesn't get the title back.
Wow, Macho stomping on the hand of the chump.
Champ. Former champ.
The chump. That's what a former champ is, a chump.
Wasting a lot of
Oh, here it comes.
Uh,
2 months.
oh.
He's out looking at Elizabeth. Hogan got what he wanted. Elizabeth distracted the Macho Man.
No, he didn't distract him.
Yes, she did. I always say it, Gorilla. Women like her got no place in the ring or around the ring.
Clothesline by the Hulkster.
But he hurt his arm. He's shaking the arm.
And the champ is in trouble. This is all it was cracked up to be. This is a classic confrontation.
Oh, he lifted it up easy there.
Yeah, look at that, man. And Randy was probably what? How much did he get called when he weighed in? What they brought him down?
He's at least like 240 here.
I can see it.
Or more.
40, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's no more than that.
It's about time. It's about time she remembers her.
Oh, no.
Yeah, get out of here. There you go. I'll break your eye instead.
We want tables.
Ladder comes out.
Oh, I know. This is before all that. All right.
Oh, way before. And we don't even have the first ladder match for at least 3
You got so
4
many
years.
people in suits here. Like in the audience. Like this was an outing. Like this is an event. Like, oh yeah, let's go to the opera. Let's go to the horse races. No, let's go watch WrestleMania. I'll
You gotta
fit
take a
right in.
seat, man. There's a guy with a fedora, right? I was gonna kick out those old baseball photos. It's like July, and every dude's wearing a suit and hat at the ball game.
And this is before people started bringing signs to the shows too. 'Cause I don't see
Yeah,
a
we're a
single
couple
sign there.
No, a couple years. Probably like what, 92-ish, I think we start seeing signs a little bit. Yeah, you know what? There was a couple signs at WrestleMania 6, I remember, at Skydome. A few. Not like you get by 98. I always like the fact that they're actually married in real life here.
You know what's funny? The camera is about the same size it is today. Those broadcast,
isn't
the broadcast cameras.
Right. Big, bulky. And then changed 35 years later. I guess you could do wireless, that'd be about it.
For the live shows, for the cameras to be hooked up to a switcher, they still need it hardlined.
Here we go, up top. Double axe angle. Bam!
Alright. Macho could he can focus on where this is going. Oh, classic Randy right here. Bam! Use that top rope.
Macho with new life. Macho with plenty of energy. Hogan in serious trouble. Yeah!
He continues the onslaught here. Hogan indeed.
I don't know, man. I
What
think
would you
Hulk's
call it?
done. What's that?
What would you call that move that Macho Man just did?
What, where Hulk was in the second row for you?
Yeah, he jumped on him.
A bunch of guys do that. It makes it look so real. Boy, when he gave that elbow on the side of the ring apron, I mean, it looked like he hit him in the throat for real.
This is what you call the shoots. Here I'm really choking Hulk Hogan here.
Just see the body move. Hey, did you watch that video I sent you? The Iron Sheik cosplay goes up to Hogan for his autograph?
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched yet.
Very good. Very good. He sounds just like him. I was like, wait, is that for real? No way. Coach Sheik, he wouldn't have been that close to Hogan. I'm not trying to go after him.
Shiki baby.
Hogan and
Macho Man choking the choke out. A deliberate choke. Sure it is. Look at that. There you go. Pin him, Mach. Pin him. There he goes. He's going up.
here we go. Here we go. Actually, every time I jump in my parents' pool, even at 44, I still do this. I still do that, man. That's how I jump in my parents' pool still. Oh! Here it comes. Hulk up. He's hulking up here, Steve. Here we go. Oh! Look at Randy. years, Randy gets to do something similar again when he comes to the Warrior. Bam. 2,
Oh,
3. Here it comes.
big boot
Oh, big boot, big boot. And the leg
and a
drop.
leg drop. Oh, it's done.
Jesse. Listen to Jesse now.
He's over. He's pointing
When
to
you
Trump.
always think like that, man. Still great. Howard Finkel announcing a new champion.
Oh, there's a sign. There's a few signs there. So they kept him down during the match, thankfully.
Yeah.
People were still more polite. I see a foam finger in the back. All right.
Randy, man, he played like, I mean, just look at that. I mean, you know, wrestling's fake, but the way he sells it, it's like real to him.
It's because it was real.
Every moment of it was real to me, bro. Oh, yeah. I saw a cool art picture yesterday. It said the Mega Powers have reunited. They had Liz and Macho and Hulk at the pearly gates all dressed in Mega Powers attire.
Nice.
Yeah. Think of the ones that are there. Warrior's there. Roddy's there. Macho's there. Hulk's there now. Andre. Yeah, King Kong Bundy was another guy that Hogan faced at WrestleMania. He's up there. Most of the guys that Hogan faced are all passed on.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes. Thanks everyone for watching this with us. I can't see the chat right now because I'm running on my Max here with the live stream, so I don't have any more windows to check anything.
Yeah, this was for Hogan reminiscing about some good times in wrestling. It was fun to do it this way too, Steve. I think we should do more of these wrestling videos just for fun.
Yeah, and I don't care about the monetization. We should just do this for fun.
We should take a match. Here we go. Or you know what? We could put out a vote. Here's 3 matches. What do you guys want to watch?
Perfect.
And we'll go with it. You know?
We'll do that. I'll put a poll on the channel
Yeah, there we go.
as a post. See what you guys want for episode 6.
Yeah, I just hope that nobody wants us to watch Iron Man matches.
Okay. All right, we'll have that be like the exclusion. No Iron Man matches, but anything like within a half hour or so.
Yeah, maybe we can do one. We can do one Iron Man match. And just I'll be drinking beer as we watch it. Why not? I'll give myself real American beer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I have to go find some now. There you go.
And that was the main event of WrestleMania 5.
Yep. And you know what? Even rewatching it again, it still holds up. I know it's a little bit on a slower pace, but you put 2 icons of the ring together like that, it's art. Oh, man. It was good times, man. I'm going to miss him. But you know what? We got all these classic matches and interviews, and he'll live on. Hulkamania will never die. He lives in all of us. Kind of like what the Warrior said. You know, if you're a Warrior and you believe in it, it's going to carry on no matter if he's here or not. That's my message, you know.
Yeah.
Grow up as a Hulkamaniac, you know. Say your prayer, take your vitamins. The Hulk might be gone, but the message will live on through us.
Absolutely. Brother. I was saying that last stream too. So like it's gonna carry on. Just like the woo, these are embedded in pro wrestling, and pro wrestling is not going away anytime soon. So Hulkamania will live on forever.
Right. Forever.
In the words of Ultimate Warrior.
Yep.
So,
Rest
no, go ahead.
no, I said rest in peace, Warrior, because you mentioned his name.
Yes.
It's another one. Well, I had fun with this.
I did too. I think this was appropriate, and I mean, we had 4 episodes of Madness Hour. Like, this was primed to honor Hulk tonight. So, I appreciate you being here, Jeremy, and we had to pay our respects.
I'm glad we were able to pull this together. I think the way that we set it up tonight was most fitting in honor of Hulk, and I'm glad you reached out yesterday and we were able to pull this off tonight. Thanks for having me as usual. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anytime, brother.
Yeah.
I know I'm mixing up all the phrases here. I'm doing it on purpose. All right, well, I appreciate everyone being here. We're going to sign off together here. But I thank you all. Remember to say your prayers and take your vitamins. And
be a real American.
Be a real American. And until the next one, class dismissed.